So just slowing down and taking a nice, long, slow, deep breath. Let the breath lead you into stillness, bringing you fully into the here and now, into this present moment. Let the breath slow everything else down. Let the breath slow your breathing down. Let the breath slow your mind down. Let the breath slow and balance and harmonize your nervous system. Let the breath come into your heart and out of your head, placing your hands over your heart. Just taking a deep, slow breath. So, will you release and delete out of your mind, body, and spirit all thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and patterns that contribute to depression, sadness, hopelessness? Clear, clear, clear. Will you release and delete all stories of unworthiness, of being and feeling unloved? Will you release and delete that all the way back through to your past, through to its roots and deepest cause? Clear, clear, clear. Just visualizing an luminous white light coming down from above, washing all over you, clearing away everything that is not yours, that does not belong to you, that you have been carrying for far too long. Take a deep breath as you receive this white light. Will you release and delete all self-criticism, all self-judgment, that voice that is telling you you're unworthy, you're not good enough, in any way, shape or form, any story that is attached to? Will you release and delete all of that now? Clear, clear, clear. So will you release and delete any habits that might be creating thoughts and feelings of depression and sadness? Late nights, scrolling, caffeine, gossiping, violent movies. Just tuning into any habits that could be contributing to depression and sadness, and everything that has you on a loop going back to them. Will you release and delete all of that? Clear, clear, clear. And will you release and delete anywhere you feel like you have a loss of purpose, a loss of direction, a loss of excitement and enthusiasm for your life and your future. Will you release and delete everywhere you feel lost? Clear, clear, clear. Will you release and delete everywhere you have bought the idea that it is up to you and you alone to handle everything in your life, to handle your future, your life, everything in it, everywhere, it's all up to you? Will you release and delete all of that? Clear, clear, clear. That feeling of being unsupported, that feeling of not being held. Will you release and delete all of that? All the way back through to your past, your roots and deepest cause. Clear, clear, clear. Now, under depression, there is a story of unworthiness. There is a lot of self-criticism, and there's a lot of self-judgment. Sometimes the depression is so loud, so overwhelming that we become unaware of the story that's underneath this depression. And sometimes we are well aware of what we're saying to ourselves. So whatever that might be for you, I want you to tune into that story underneath the depression. That story that's telling you you're unworthy. That story that is criticizing you and your body. All of that self-judgment. Will you release and delete that? Everything that's underneath it, all the way back through to its roots and deepest cause. Clear, clear, clear. Will you awaken and activate now your truth? Your truth underneath everything else, all the past trauma, all the past pain. Your truth at your very core is harmony and love. Will you awaken and activate that now? Awaken and activate. Awaken and activate. Awaken and activate. Will you awaken and activate now thoughts, feelings, beliefs of joy, of happiness, of fun, of play, and of laughter? Awaken and activate, awaken and activate, awaken and activate. Will you awaken and activate adventure, spontaneity, opening up to the possibilities that are available to you? Awaken and activate. Awaken and activate. Awaken and activate. Will you awaken and activate? Open up to God's gifts and God's will for you that is so much greater than you could ever imagine? Will you open up to support and love from God? Awaken and activate, awaken and activate, awaken and activate. And will you awaken and activate your sense of purpose? Awaken and activate your sense of purpose. Going back to the stories that we tell ourselves of unworthiness, self-criticism, self-judgment, I want you to see yourself being that person. Criticizing yourself, feeling unworthy, feeling unloved. And now I want you to visualize someone standing in front of you. And when you look, it's actually you. But this version of you has a completely different story. This version of you has high self-esteem. She encourages herself that she's capable, that she's worthy. This version of you accepts and approves of all of her, the shadow and the light. This version of you has the courage to follow her purpose. This version of you is happy, is glowing, is gorgeous because her heart is shining. Feel free to add into this vision whatever else it is you want to be and feel. See yourself being and becoming this right in front of you. Awaken and activate her. You can see her because you are her. She's just been hidden. Her light has been dimmed. We are going to awaken and activate now this part of you, who you are, your DNA, your cells. You can see this vision because it is you already. Awaken and activate, awaken and activate, awaken and activate. Her energy, her frequency physically steps inside of you and you become one. And now the best cure for depression, for sadness, is gratitude. I want you to think of one thing that you are grateful for about your body. One thing you are grateful for about you, about who you are. I want you to think of one thing that you are grateful for in your life. And I want that energy and that frequency of gratitude to fill every cell, the spaces between the cells. Visualizing a gold light in your heart, filled with confidence, joy, an inner energetic glow, a beauty, exuberance, joy, fun, play. See this gold light filling your whole body, your aura, your field. Awaken and activate, awaken and activate, awaken and activate.